We have arrived at Bosherston campsite, found it very easy. I will put the what 3 words to the campsite in the vlog. Don't follow the Google Maps because it won't take you to where you need to be. So the what 3 words will be either in the description below or just below this introduction. So there is Nova and another lingo over there. And basic setup here, say it's got cold showers for the hardy campers, and it looks like then it's portaloos and the wash up area that's not undercover. So that is the shower look. There you go, shower and drink a water tap by the wash up area, and then obviously the wash up sink. There are a few vans here, a mixture of the bigger vans, tents, micro campers, all in the same field. So there is the washroom, and follow the site rules. No music on campsite, thank you. So I'm going to ask if they'll allow me to have the fire pit because it is raised off the ground. And there's a toilet, very basic, but as long as it's amenable and it works, we don't particularly mind, do we? So there's 3 of these toilets here. There's a couple more down there, and yeah, nice. The weather's come good. We've come down to the entrance now, and I think they've got a sister campsite by the looks of it. Bucks Pool campsite, and that's where the burger van is. And then this is the entrance to the campsite. Bosherston campsite. Please find your favourite spot, get set up, and we'll call daily to see you. There we are, and there's the website address, www.bosherston.co.uk. And there is an honesty box here as well, so that is the price. Adult £6 per person per night, and children £4 per child per night. And so there is the honesty box. It is a fairly busy road, but nothing too busy. It's only what we call, or what I call, a country lane. And then this is the entrance, as you see, and just give you this contact details. Telephone number 01646 661 217. The only thing is they do not allow caravans here, but tent, motorhomes, micro campers are all welcome. Amazing what you find. We've got a photo of it, but there is a AA sign there. Newton 3/4 mile, Bosherston, Pembroke 5 and something, and importantly London 247 3/4 miles. Safety first. Wow. We are incredibly lucky. We have St Michael's Church to ourselves. We've put a donation in the box on the wall, and I would so love to ring those bells, but no, not today. We have a tree here. That's a prayer tree, not a pear, a prayer tree. There you go. And we're going to put a little note on, and as you can see there, and it says special church, or a special church, diolch, which is thank you, a prayer to all in the world, past and present. The world needs to be a better place than it is now. Okay, so we're going to hang that on the tree, and this is the little vestry area, or should I say that's where the bell tower is, up there. Amazing stained glass windows in these old churches. And we'll walk up now towards the altar, and that is the door that we came in. So the church is in a formation of a cross, another window there, another stained glass window there, and again to the rear there, and a shorter piece up to the altar. And as you can see, the stained glass above the altar there, an amazing roof, workmanship at its best. But yeah, it's in the shape of a cross. I've got a little window in that area there as well, stained glass window there. And there we are. I'm not religious by in any way, shape or form, but if I see a church, I do love to come in and spend a couple of minutes, do a quick film for you, a few pictures around the outside, and then we have a quiet 5 or 10 minutes to ourselves. And if you don't want to get ripped off paying the price for the National Trust in the car park to visit the lily ponds, you can park in the cafe, and they charge just a couple of quid to park in there, so well worth popping in the cafe in Bosherston and paying a couple of quid so that you can walk down to the lily ponds, not far away at all. And of course you support local businesses as well. And then also in the centre of the village we have St Govan's Inn, so we're not too far away from Castle Martin military firing range, and we're not too far away from St Govan's Chapel either. So I'll show you the sign now, because this is the sign that I saw on the internet if I get around this car. There you go, free parking for cafe customers or £2, and that also helps to renovate the church of St Michael and all the angels. So yeah, pop in there, pay a couple of quid, have a nice cup of coffee and support the locals. So yeah, we're going to continue a little bit of walk, then we're going to go back to Nova for some lunch. We'll try not to get run over on the way. I like that. It's a great way of building a flue. Okay, we are only a mile from Broadhaven. We will be going to Broadhaven. I think we'll do that tomorrow, and also we're a mile away from St Govan's, and then you'll come to this sign, and as I said, when the red flags fly, there is no entry down that road, because it heads up to the firing range of Castle Martin, as it says up the top there. So today, no problem, it's open. And then off down here, down to Broadhaven and Confucius Hole, as it's known as. And this is where that sister campsite is. There we are, Bucks Pool campsite. So we will walk past that tomorrow and have a look. But for now, I'll stop rambling on, and we'll walk back to Nova and have some lunch. Back at Nova then, just about to make some lunch, but we've set up a little side awning that I've made just out of a tarp and a couple of quite strong extendable tent poles. Gives us a little bit of shade, and if it does rain later, then we've got something to be under with supper. So yeah, I don't expect this tarp to last much longer. We've used it a few times, and it's starting just to go on the eyelets there. We do have a spare, so okay, just thought I'd bring you a little update. Here we are then, we've walked down to the lily ponds, and great, what do we have? We don't have a bridge, we have a walkway with an open side one side and a rail the other side. You know I don't like bridges, but we will give you some close-ups of the actual lilies, because they are flowering, and it stretches all the way through the comb there and obviously up the top there. So we're just going to take a walk across the bridge, if that's what you want to call it. And yeah, so this one's been on the list for a long time and never really come to have a look. So ticked off the list for sure. There we are. We'll go to the other side and then we'll come back, take some photos of the lilies and the flowers. And it goes all the way through there as well, look. And we'll just do a backwards walk for a bit. What a sight. Absolutely lovely. There we are, off down there to the beach, and that's where we walked across there. Okay, some photos of the lilies and the flowers now. Hope you're enjoying this one. Don't forget to give us a like, a subscribe, and of course you're already watching, tell your friends about it. Love to have your comments. We've walked to the top now and you can just see the enormity of these lily ponds. It does extend further down there. We'll have another view from the top over there, but there are quite a few people there at the moment. Yeah, I don't think the cameras do it justice. If you want to come and see it, you've got to come and see it for your own eyes and experience it. Amazing. Nature at its best. Okay, we've come to another bridge with a single rail one side and open on the other. Again, you've just got to be here to see the enormity of these lily ponds. They are one of the natural wonders of Wales. We are going to walk across. We might be able to get some closer photos of some lilies for you, but yeah, wow, amazing. There is a 360 for you. There is a view there looking back at the lily ponds and beyond. We've walked and come up onto an outcrop of rock. This is Broadhaven Beach coming into view now. No sea glass hunting here as it's far too sandy for that. And in the distance, just to where I'm pointing there, that's known as Church Rock. So that's the next point of call. And I think just over the top is this Confucius Hole, the sunken cave that we're going to get to. So anyway, yep, this is Broadhaven Beach. I am now going to take 5 minutes just to have a drink and a bit of a sit down and admire the view. Ahead of you there is Church Rock. We've come right down to the sea edge now, and I'm not sure the rock formation here, but it's very, very hard rock. It's very sharp, and if you look at the rocks here, it's almost like volcanic, risen out of the sea, and there's all these deviations out of the rock, and it's almost like the lava has been bubbling up, and then of course when it's hit the water, it's shot up and left this mark on the landscape, on the rocks. So we are going to take some photos. Oh my god. Oh. So we are going to take some photos of Church Rock for you now. Another one ticked off the list. I'm laughing because I've just nearly fallen over, and how I saved myself from being flat on the rock down there, I'll never know, but I did. Anyway, Church Rock, Broadhaven Beach, Castle Martin and St Govan's over in that direction. And yeah, what an amazing place. Another adventure. I bring you guys with me. I don't do the camp out adventures like some. This is purely me, Nova, and where I go, and I love bringing you along with me. I hope you enjoy it too. So the tide is out, the sea is looking beautiful. Words just don't do it justice. You've got to come here to experience it. As you see there then, that is known as Church Rock. We've got some photos of that, and I've just come over to Confucius Hole, which we'll have some photos of shortly, but I'll zoom out, but that might be a bridge too far. So we have a lot of these what are known as bridges, and I think that would be a little bit unsafe. No doubt somebody has. And then if I just pan round, unfortunately Confucius Hole has not got much water in it due to the tide being out. There is a little bit of water, as you can see down there, and listen to the echo. One! We are going to take a photo or a bit of a video from up the top there, and as you can hear, one hell of an echo. So anyway, we're going to get on up the top there. We might have some more photos of Church Rock from the other side, and then we're going to head back to the lily ponds a different way, and then back to Nova. Okay, there you see it from the other side, and you can just see in the center there the outlet to the sea. We crossed along that ridge there, and yeah, so that's Confucius Hole with not a lot of water in it. There is another one further up the coast or down the coast, whichever way you want to look at it, and I think you can get into that one, but there's no water in it. But we're going to go and investigate as we do, and if we find it, you'll know where it is too. Okay, from Confucius Hole, bye for now. We're not going to be too long in here because we are in a little bit of a precarious location, but we have found the other sunken cave and we are right down the bottom. So I've taken off my rucksack and whatever up there just in case we need to make a quick escape. I'm just going to show you at the back end of this. There we are, all the way up to there. That is the sky. So talking very gingerly, not making any sudden movements, because obviously we don't want to have a rockfall, because that's not going to be very healthy for me, is it? Okay, I'm just going to do a pan round of me in the, as we say in Wales, in the tush. Here we go. Hello, me again. So I'll just do a pan round and you can just see where we are. I'll take some shots from above as well. And there we are. We don't get very much chance to get in these sunken caves. Not many you can get down to, but this one we've managed it. Just a wide angle view for you now, showing that we are in the bottom of this sunken cave. I might name this one the Glory Hole. What do you think? And there we are, photo from well within, looking outwards. Okay, that's it for now, guys. We can't take much more chance of being in here. We are going to exit the glory hole and have a cup of coffee from the glory hole. Bye for now. And remember, don't try this one at home, kids. On the way back to Nova now for some supper, and I found that I've come on the opposite side of the lily ponds now. I did walk along that side, so I'm on the opposite side, and I found this spot, and believe it or not, I've got it all to myself. There's a couple of swans just in the foreground over there with a cygnet, and on a rock just about over there is a heron. So I'm going to pan back round. I'm just going to be quiet so you can take in the surroundings. Now, pal, good morning all. It is Sunday the 14th of July 2024. The time is 20 to 9. So yeah, we had a very good night's sleeping over last night. It is absolutely baking this morning. We missed the farmer, so we're going to go and pay the money in the honesty box, and just pan round. There's Nova for you, just about there. I'll pan round. Look at the weather today. I mean, it's fair to say that the weather has been truly awful, but we've been lucky on our campouts where we've had fairly good weather. So I'm just walking away from Nova a bit now, and yep, look at that. Okay then, back to Nova now, and we'll have some breakfast, and then we're off for another walk this morning to St Govan's and the Green Bridge. We've been there before, so it won't be a long vlog. It'll just be snippets of both of those places. Okay, time for a much needed cup of coffee and something to eat. Alright, so we missed the farmer this morning, and here is the honesty box. So we are going to stick our bunts, our Ariane, in the slot. £6 for the night per person. Yeah, boy. Bargain. So there is the honesty box. We have put our £6 in there. £6 per person per night, and £4 per person or for a child. So yeah, be honest guys, give the money, shouldn't be here and expect it for free. Right, we're off for a walk down St Govan's now and to the Green Bridge, and we're going to take you with us. This was the cafe that we came past yesterday. So remember that you can pay £2 to park in their car park and go down to the lily ponds, which is just down there. Better than paying £3.50 for, I think it's 4 hours in the National Trust car park, and they do a all-day charge of £7. So yeah, you can park in here for £2, and it helps renovate the St Michael's and All Angels church that you can see in the background there. And yeah, so do that rather than pay the National Trust. We've now come to the road where we walk down to St Govan's. It's about a mile walk. And today, is the road open or is the road closed? Let's have a look. Road ahead open. So as I said yesterday, this is a live military firing range at Castle Martin, and when it's closed, obviously they are doing live firing exercises and you can't enter St Govan's at all. So we're going to walk off down there for a mile. Look at this, bit of rubbish, so we'll pick that up. We don't like plastic. And we're walking down there for a mile, so join us at St Govan's and the Green Bridge. Here we stand then at the point of the Castle Martin RAC, and it gives you the areas of land and sea affected, use of danger area, prohibition of access, projectiles, government stores, enforcement, exemptions, offences, interpretation, schedule and commencement, citation and revocation. So yeah, that is all the explanatory notes and maps of where the live firing range starts. And then when the red lights are on, these gates are closed, and then there's a nice little sign on the gate: live firing in progress, do not pass this point, do not. No. And then I take it they have, there's the red light up there, the beacon, and then they have some bod in there. You even got a little fridge there, look, little cool box. So yeah, they have some little bod in there making sure that you don't go past the gates. Got a little microwave, kettle, some heating in there, telephone. What more do you need? So yeah, and then emergency vehicles RV. He's got his little teabag toilet up there, and then we come across the cattle grid, and then danger, do not touch any military debris, it may explode and kill you. Yes, you'd be a fool to touch anything, won't you? So anyway, there is the sign showing all the information. In the distance, about the center of your screen, although you can't see it, are a couple of like model tanks that they use for practicing, and there's a station up over there, there's another one up over there. So I'm not sure how often they use this, but it is used. And in front of you there's another station. Yeah, so we can't obviously go into there because there could be unexploded ordnance, bombs and all that kind of stuff out there, and we don't really want to get into trouble. You wouldn't think that something like this is in the heart of Pembrokeshire. We are on the way down to St Govan's, so there you can see the roof and the bell tower of what would have been the chapel. So this all goes back to the Pilgrims Pass, or the Pilgrims Walk from St David's up to Aberystwyth. So we have been here before. We will put a link to the previous vlog in the description below. Not too sure how busy it'll be, but let's go inside. Just a quick video of inside the chapel itself. We go up these steps up into a little cavern. There you go. And that leads outside, and then a view back, as you see. Simple but effective, and the view they would have had. Amazing. What a place. We are going to go down to the well as well, and we'll just give you a quick shot back looking from outside. There you go. We'll come back a bit. And there is the chapel. We will include some photos from the chapel that you see there. We come down these steps and then come to the well, which is here, as you can see. We'll just walk down the steps very carefully. And there we are. That is the well. Coming up, you will see what I thought was the Green Bridge of Wales. There it is, but actually it is not there. Google Maps will show you that this is the Green Bridge of Wales, but on a recent weekend away, I have found the Green Bridge of Wales, and it is 7 miles away from St Govan's Chapel. This area is well known for its cliff climbing, abseiling, coasterneering. Well, probably not coasterneering, it's a bit high for that, but anyway, a lot of rock climbing and abseiling. So this, I think they call the human leap. We aren't going to try it, we're not that adventurous, and we have no safety equipment. So as you can see, that's pretty deep, and yeah, without any form of safety equipment, I think that would be a no-go. I know it doesn't look much, but when you're up close to it, it certainly is. So there we are, we come to the side of it now, and you can see they leap that one as well from one side to the other. And then we'll just go on to that little outcrop and give you a view back as careful as we can, because we are on top of the cliffs, we are high, and we don't want to become a situation. So there we are, if you can see that. What an amazing place. So this is St Govan's. You've seen the chapel. We're just going to head over to that headland over there, and then we're going to walk back. Just come down to the beach now, and these 6 lads got their paddle boards and they're off. There's 2 more kayaks coming in now. I'll make that 3 or 4. So there we are, as one lot goes, another lot arrive. So that's the view back to the beach.
You got a boat? No?
I've got an ocean going kayak, but not with me. No, I've got a little micro camper that I go around travelling in. So I'm just staying in Bosherston, so Okay, we are now near the end of the walk back along the coastal path, back to Nova at the campsite as I pan round, and then you can see Church Rock in the very distance there, and then looking back out to sea, and then back towards the coast, towards Castle Martin and St Govan's. So it's amazing to think that this area was decimated by the Sea Empress oil tanker disaster. The whole area of this Pembrokeshire coastline was decimated by the crude oil that came ashore when the Sea Empress ran aground at St Anne's Head, and I cried watching that because we kind of knew what was to come. So anyway, I said we're drawing to a close now. We're going to go back to Nova, make some lunch, and then pop back home, just over an hour away, and that concludes this one. So if you have enjoyed it, please give us a like, a sub, and share. Give us a comment as well. We will get back to you. We do like interacting with people who watch the vlogs. And until the next one, Nick from Nova Adventures signing out.